array of seasonings here. I'll make some jerky snack sticks and some sausage. Let's get to work. And I do the marinade method. That's what I prefer. And this has been sitting. I'm gonna drain the blood off of this. This has been, you see the serrations. This was sliced in my jerky slicer like I do all my steaks. Then I run it through the tenderizer and tenderized it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add water. And I like doing a 5 pounds at a time. My dehydrator holds 5 pounds. I buy the 5 pound season packets. It just works out. There's less room for error. So what I'll do, I'll put the whole packet plus the cure pouch, and I'm gonna put 2.5 cups of water. Then we'll marinate this for 24 hours, and then I'll dehydrate it in 24 hours. Another 1/2 cup. Perfect. There's a baby. You cannot contain this kid. This kid is everywhere all the time. And I prefer the baby not to be in the floor in the kitchen, but there's just not a lot we can do about that. She's just everywhere all the time. Now I'll open this up and dump the whole thing in. So, kid, don't just dump this in the water and pull out the packet first. You don't want to just soak that. That's your cure packet. That's sodium nitrate. That's your cure solution. So this is barbecue. I like just mixing up. I will tell you my favorites Paige and I's favorite is hickory and mesquite for whole muscle. We're gonna try some barbecue. Paige really likes barbecue. This was her deer, so we're gonna do that. So I put that in there. This gets really difficult to measure out if you're just doing pound by pound. That's the reason I like doing 5 pound batches. It just makes it more consistent. More people like that. Kid, don't chew on my shoe. I get a utensil. Just use a fork. Oh, a sick baby. He's not really sick. Okay, you just stir. Titrate your solution. I think that's what it's called. I don't know. It'd be better if the water was warm. It would dissolve better. But I don't want to put warm water on my cooled meat. Okay. Now you just simply there's a little bit left in there. Now, put it in the sink. There's my fork. So let's take my fork, and now I'm going to mix this because the way that's laying in there, there's a big shot of meat. The way that's laying in there, see how pink that is? It didn't have outside air. We need to get that marinade all mixed into that. That's going to cure and soak. Okay? I found that 24 hours is good. The package says 8 hours. 8 hours is not enough. I tell you, been there, done that. 24 hours, I feel like it's minimum, and one batch I'm going to do would be 48 hours, and I found 48 hours works really well. Okay, so I'm going to mix this, and I'm going to put it back in the fridge. And that way, anything that's on the top. Christmas tree? Merry Christmas, everybody. And that way, whatever's on top has air and didn't get soaked in the solution. I'll move that to the bottom, right from the bottom to the top, and that way the next 12 hours equally will marinate. This is a 25 pound package. So we're going to do, and I tell you, when you measure that like this, pounds of pounds, it never works out right, but I can get it really close. So let's start with a cure. A scant 1/4 teaspoon. I'm talking 1/4 teaspoon. Very, very scant. So right here is my cure packet. So I'm gonna take that out and I'm gonna put in a scant quarter teaspoon, which will mean you don't even fill that up. So that's a scant quarter teaspoon per pound. So 5 of those. And we'll have to seal that up in a Ziploc bag. Now next, we've got to do 2 tablespoons per pound. So we're going to do 2 tablespoons per pound. That's a level tablespoon. 1, 2, 10. So that's done. Now I'm going to seal this bag. Take all the air out of it that I can. Very strong mesquite flavor. I'm going to put it back in a BPA-free bag that they provided. Then we'll get a small sandwich bag for that cure. I'll take my old spoon, fork, whatever. 2.5 cups of water. Stir that solution. Look at that wiener. Ain't he a cute wiener? Christmas trees all decorated. Stockings hanging. Even the deer's decorated. And pour. And this, I'm gonna let this batch, I know mesquite seasoning, I've done this in years past. We're gonna do 48 hours, and that would put it at dehydrating it on Thursday. Perfect, so it'll be deer hunting Friday. That's the problem, it takes usually 5 hours to dehydrate, so you gotta, a lot of this meat processing is timing things out. You know, the 24 hours or 48 hours of soaking, and then the 5 hours dehydrating. And you really, I have a timer on my dehydrator. It's all automated, but I like being here whenever it's dehydrating, because I've had mess ups before, like the door fall open. The LEM dehydrator, they need a door latch. I don't know why they don't. I don't know if any other people have that problem. I love the dehydrator, but it has a latch issue. And then if your door falls open, then you lose all your heat. It just doesn't work out well. So this is predominantly back strap, loin, and then the big round out of the back ham. Okay, so that's leveled, mixed. I'll mix that again in the morning. I might mix this tomorrow evening. I'll mix it in the morning, tomorrow evening, the next morning, and then I'll dehydrate it on Thursday. Let's put my lid on it. From the kitchen of Dr. Page Gamer. And I'll put that in the fridge. Isn't she cute? Okay, so to the jerky making. Here, this was the barbecue that we did yesterday. Dumped it out. I take a stir and I allow that to drain. It's not as wet. And then I lay it out and I make sure I pull off any sinew, any issues I see, and I lay it all flat, allow some air space, and that'll be racked into the LM dehydrator. This will hold about 5 pounds of whole muscle done just like this. I'm gonna set on 5 hours. I put it 5 hours, 15 minutes. It's preheated. It may get done in 4, it may take 5, but it's here in the house and I'm watching it. The temperature thing broke on this the day that I bought it, okay? But I've set that at 150 degrees. I know it's 150 degrees. I set it and locked it. I don't ever use any other temperature, and if I do, I can go back and look at that, and I can just take a screwdriver in that hole and fix that. So I probably could have got it warranted, but I was needing a dehydrator. So that's that. I mean, all I'm doing right here is pulling these, laying them on here, sticking them in there, then we'll come back in about 5 hours. Perfect. Turn it off. It's a little hard to peel off, but it's pliable. It's dehydrated. Check all the thicker pieces, make sure that's good. And right there could use a little bit more. We'll add some time. And that's the reason I like to check it and pull off the thinner pieces. A little bit thicker pieces, I like to leave them on there. You can give them a little bit more. So just take a tray. You want clean hands, and you want a sanitized container. I've got paper towels because this is a ready to eat food product. This is not going to be cooked again, so we're going to eat this. I mean, it's not going to be cooked, so we're not going to kill any extra bacteria. So we have to make sure that that we limit the growth of bacteria here. So that's all we're doing. We're going to throw it in the paper towels. I'm going to layer this. It's warm right now, it's 150 degrees. And then I'm gonna stick this in the fridge, let it rapidly chill, get out of that danger zone temperature, and tomorrow I'll package it. We have the final product. So I like using the Food Saver bags that you can use the accessory. So what we do right here is we just take the accessory port and stick it on there and click accessory, and it pulls all the air out of the bag, so it's vacuum sealed, and that will last a pretty good while. But jerky is not good forever. It does have a shelf life. About 2 to 3 months in the freezer, 2 weeks or approximately in the fridge. So you do need to eat this up quick. The big thing is always label the date. I put 8 ounces on there. I do snack bags of 2 ounce, 4 ounce, and then 8 ounces, the largest I go. And that way, you know, you're not opening a big bag and it spools, it stays vacuum sealed. And I like the zipper bags because I can send this with Paige and she can take it to work and snack on it and zip it back up. Or we can open an 8 ounce bag that week and we can eat on that 8 ounce bag in the fridge. Or if we have it here around the house and it's not a cut open vacuum sealed bag. And I can even vacuum seal this again. So that's what we've done. Made a few bags. I'm dehydrating some mesquite jerky right now. I'm pulling some of that off at 4-hour mark. The next thing I have coming up, I'm going to share with you, is making some snack sticks, and I have a batch of summer sausage I have to make. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned a little bit. Now this is whole muscle jerky. Remember, I marinated the first batch for 24 hours. 48 hours is so much better. And then I dehydrated 150 degrees between 4.5 to 5 hours. And then I vacuum sealed it, and after I dehydrated, I put it in the tote and I let it sit and rapid chill in the fridge, and then I vacuum sealed it the following day. It's just what works out. One helpful tip when you're vacuum sealing, be careful if you do make a very dry jerky. Those have sharp points, and you can over vacuum. And it'll poke holes in the bag, and we poke holes in the bag, allows air to get in, and then your bag will not stay sealed, and then you lead to air in your product. And remember, this is a ready to eat product, so we're not going to cook it, and we're not going to kill any bacteria that's already on it. So we have to make sure that we do everything we can to eliminate any air or introduce any new bacteria to that product, because it can make you sick. So hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe, and keep making Air Toe Push.